All right, well, welcome to another Trainer Spotlight. Tonight we have Matthew with a team from last season. Really, really cool. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. I like you, I do. I love this song. Doja Cat and Post Malone. So, anyway, welcome to another Trainer Spotlight. We got Matt in chat. We are going to go over some battles that they submitted. They're an amazing battle. I have not seen the battles per se. I know there's a bunch of wins in there, but what I did was they submitted the battles. I cut them down, put them in one video that we can play in the center here. We can play, stop, pause, whatever. Um, you guys can ask them a question. We can have an interactive chat. We're going to set up for another one in the future when they submit another set, maybe from this season. Maybe we'll do a better call and we'll get them on chat and whatever. But for right now, we got them in chat. I can't even believe they're still awake. It's been a very long day because I believe it's now what, like 8:30 in the morning where you are. It's 7 o'clock at night here, and they were in my stream earlier today, like 12 hours ago. So I don't think they sleep. They might be a vampire. I don't know. But anyway, it's 8 a.m. there. Wow. Yeah. But you've been up all night. Yeah. And then after I went live, I talked to them about doing some of this tonight. So I ran home, I edited this, threw this all together. And when I was done, I went to email them. They were live themselves already. They live streamed. So I just finished my stream a while ago. But thank you for submitting your battles here to showcase with us. I mean, that means a lot to us. You're definitely at a range much higher than I am. I understand that every time you are in chat and you give me advice, I'm always like, whoa, that's pretty high level. So again, I thank you. Um, I condensed everything down that they sent me, and we have two really good sets. And they were making their legend push with here on here for last season. Um, right on. That's what we will do. So anybody here can ask why you did this, why whatever. I'm sure I'm going to have some questions because I'm going to play along and just say what I would do. That's how I like to do this. I'm not a typical shoutcaster, as in like a Rise or even as you would be, Matt. You guys are at a higher level, so you knew why you were doing certain things and what you were thinking. I'm going to just say what I think and what I would do. Maybe I won't know, and whatever. So it'll be really interesting. I love doing it this way. We all get to learn. We all get to hang out. So I'm going to push play, and we'll get the first one going. And the beauty is we can pause after a battle. We can talk about it. Um, I think if you make a different decision, you can ask and we can discuss. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to say like, oh wow, I wouldn't have done that or whatever, whatever, and then we can pause and discuss it. It's a really good way to learn and for me to get better. So, and all of us together as a Pogo family, right? So these are the battles. We got a Shadow Steelix. We got Bastiodon, which you guys know I always have a problem with. I don't know how to play it well, and I always lose to it. So, um, and then Medi, which I love playing Medi. Haven't played it a lot this season, but I've seen them. So here we go. So their Steelix is up against Medi. Let's see if it's a. So it is a counter. They're not going to bail. They're going to count two. And that was what, a pop? Okay. Which that's going to make their counters hit even more, so they're going to throw right away. See, I've been so scared to leave, but what are you going to bounce on? You got double rock, right? So you're going to have to face them with one of them. And Steelix has a better chance at attacking by shielding up and at least. Wow. And you got it off. Okay. Counter user so scary here, right? But you got both shields. Bring in your own Medi now that you can get alignment, right? Not alignment. Your dude's still alive. I just saw that you popped out. So they didn't jump out right away. You just want to get rid of this counter user before Basti comes in. Hopefully they don't have a double counter like a Vig or something, right? Well, actually, that would be fine. Azzy. All right, so this is scary. Yo, what's up, Hundo Hunter? This is scary. Take the first drill run. What can you take? 2? 1. Now that's a beauty of Basti. This is going to melt them if... awesome, man. We got Matt and chat that were showcasing their battles. These were their battles from the end of last season, making an expert push in Great League. I mean, I'm sorry, not an expert push, legend push. They were sitting at 28.49. So we have them in chat, man, so we can ask them any kind of questions. That this is scaring me already. All right, that's not bad, though. You got to take this, right? I need to run in Psychic Ice Punch. See, I always run Pup Ice Punch, but I was thinking today I want to change to Psychic Ice Punch. I mean, it'll depend on the meta that I end up playing Medi in again. The Medi meta? Now you have to Psychic, right? GG, man. It was scary that they didn't get it, that they didn't jump out on their Medi. Now you just have a shield, go for the Ice Punch. I'm doing very good, thank you, Hundo. Long day. I had a really good stream earlier. We went like 16-9. GG, Matt. I don't really have any questions on that one, but well played. I got scared when you came in with Medi. I thought they were going to swap out, and they never did. We're just letting it play through. If you look at the start, the most important thing is to fire on proper timing. And that's something I'm learning. It's all about the proper time, not letting a move get through. Right. Don't let any free fast moves in. And I see it a lot more now that I'm paying attention to it and I'm actually counting moves or trying to count the moves and look at them. I'm noticing that when they throw, I get another move in. I keep tapping, don't keep tapping. When they throw bad time, and you're like, wow, that one got through. And I never realized how much it does mean to get a move through, especially when you're down to a game of inches, right? I guess I could have fast forwarded this so much. There were 2 videos and it was really hard to get them both spliced in. If you let them have another fast move and I cannot get my second breaking swipe in, yeah, it would never made it. All right, Karas. Steelix, I started off with Steelix this morning and then we switched out. All right, Steelix against Deoxys. Again, counter user. Same thing, we're going to get to a break and swipe, but watch the move set. So they throw and then you throw now. So after they threw, at the recoil, they threw. That was very good timing. Nothing came through. Got the attack fall, which is not guaranteed now. What's it, like 60% or something? 50%? I don't exactly know. Same thing with this. I have to fire on proper timing. Yeah, it's huge. Otherwise, you won't get your other move in. 50%. Lecky's a pain in the butt too. Body slams. Let's go attack drop. Not that it really makes a difference. It'd be nice if their defense went down. Their attack fell. Now bring in Ben. When they play this move, I know they are trying to lure out my fighter. So I came in with Basti. Nice. Very nice. Yeah. See, knowing that, again, I just got goosebumps. Knowing that is a huge thing. Knowing what they want you to bring out and knowing that you can actually fake them or, what do you call it in poker? Bluff, right? Don't show them what you want. Say, oh, if they would have had a fighter, they would have brought them in here and then they know they're in trouble. Hundo says, I'm using a Gojo Me? Dojo Me? You're playing Mario Kart, right? Very cool. All right, Trev. All right, first half decent, right? It's not first on non-counter user. What is Hex? What is Trev running? Hex. So that was what, a C bomb? Set a throne in the someone. When I see Trev, I guess my Medi has play in the back. Um, yeah, right. Drapion. Again, my Steelix has the fire on proper timing. Again, proper timing is everything. I mean, I know you mention it a lot. I has a mustache always mentions it to me. Um, Ayo, it's Bueno has been on me for years about, proper timing. You got to throw in better timing. I was like, I know, I have so many things to look at, but now I'm starting to try to throw in better timing. Now, when I see Drapion, I suspect double poison. Okay. So this has been running Aqua Tail and Crunch. Crunch. I didn't see what their first move was. I was actually reading chat and whatever, but why wouldn't they throw water? Are they trying for a debuff? Crunch has a debuff, right? Possible debuff. There's the Aqua Tail. They throw water just now. This is at a throne. Let's go. Magic Mason runs Drapion, man. I always think of him. Shadow Drapion always runs it really well. Now I get to see how Bassi does that play, man, if you use it the right way. Especially with all the steels and ice. Flamethrower is devastating. But you couldn't shield that. There's no reason to. Nice. Because you would shield here? I lost count if it was a C-bomb or whatever, but either way, you want to keep healthy now, right? Because no matter how many shields they have, you're going to farm down. Nice play, man. That's what's up. I love your avatar, too. That's super fire. The color is super fire. 3 for tree. I have a female avatar too. I have blue hair on mine. And no shoes. Haven't worn shoes in like 5, 6, 7 years. I don't know. I've been barefoot for years now. Gave up when I had back problems and I started climbing and doing American Ninja Warrior type of stuff. I stopped wearing shoes. So my avatar doesn't have shoes either. How'd you do today? How did you do? All right, let's get back into this. How'd you do today? I didn't get to catch your stream. I know the Ultra League opened up. Were you playing Ultra League or a Cup? Oh yeah, I did pop in and see that you were running Ultra League. I think like a Kabalion or something. I forget who Verizian. I saw you fighting maybe. I don't remember. I did pop in and went, what are they doing online? They should be in bed. That's why when you said earlier. All right, same thing. What do we got? We got Aerial Aces and Dig, right? And again, when I see Gligar, I think of, or Gliscor, I think of Decibel Viper. Clamps! Do you have a Pokemon that you're known for, that people know you for? Or that is like your favorite? Not just to play with, but just like Sylveon's one of my favorite Pokemon, but people usually associate with me with Sylveon. Razor Leaf, or Grass Knot, I'm sorry. My favorite Pokemon is Gengar. Oh, okay, so you're like a posh waifu. They love Gengar Army. I named one of my Gengars after them. Gengar is incredible, man. I used a TM on mine, finally. Yours is Leafeon? Nice. Yeah, I love the EV evolutions. I just think they're adorable. I can't believe they're not more famous. All right, so they got nothing here. I mean, even a Moonblast or whatever they have, right? They would be running grass in a fairy that's going to do nothing. They got a grass knot. I used to run the, I forget what it's called, but I used to run the ice move on Cressy. When I see Gligar plus Cress, my guess is their third Pokemon is weak to Medi. Um, yeah, right? Because you would, Gligar and Cressy would be their fighting answers, right? Counter answer. So you think maybe they have a Basti in the back? Can't be they have three Medichar counters. You would hope not, but who knows that, right? Okay. I shield because I want to debuff the last Pokemon. Absolutely. Okay, so it's a grass. Throw this. Dragons love grass. They don't mind grass. You can also get another debuff. Grab a shield. Their shield's down. One ice punch, it's over. Don't even have to shield. An aerial ace isn't even going to take you out. Debuff, look what that did. Not even half. Beautiful play. See ya. And Gligar has nowhere to go. Well played. Well played, well played, well played. So good. Yeah, so many times I would never shield, and then I'm like, there's not enough left. But then you have to look at the move. Can you debuff them? Can you, win switch or whatever? Like, yeah. So there's a couple of spaces in between here. In case we got knocked out of it, I left spaces in between the battles so that we could find them again. So I put both videos together that I had submitted to me. I put them in one track, cut it down, cropped it all, and then put a little tiny space in between a couple of them. Um, some of them just had space. I didn't have time to go through and edit every couple seconds and cut it down. So I figured we'd have room to talk anyway. It shouldn't be that long because the video is only like 30 minutes long anyway. 36 minutes. So we have 23 minutes left on the video. So again, we could do these in under an hour. And it's great to talk about. It's amazing to watch it and not be in it. Like being able to step back from it and going, okay, this is what I would try to do. Again, another counter user. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right in between 6 and 7. And it's tough with a bunch of lag too. Oh, we got the drop. When I fire, I know they are at 8. So your firing is their next move, right? They're at 8 when you come out of it. All right. I don't have to look at them. I know based on my own moves, right? I was saying that earlier today. I really need to do it based off my own moves more because you lose track in some of the animation today, especially with, wow, look at this chunking. You just shield this? No, you don't shield Bastiodon. It's a weather ball. Who cares? Do you have a Discord server? I don't. I did have one, and it got too noisy, and it just wasn't a great place for me, so I shut it down. I fired on my 5th Dragon Tail, and when I do that, I know they are at 8. Right? Now we're shields up. What do we do? Still don't shield the Basti. Has anybody ever? Let it go. Shields up. You got a full Medi, and you have about the same amount of energy on Steelix as they do on their Gligar. We are chunking though. So do you let this go and put it all on the last one, or no? You shield here, because why wouldn't you? Because even if you get chunked down on Medi and they have a solid Medi, I mean we know who it is already, Deoxys, but you still have a full Pokemon. There's really no reason. So farm him down and debuff. Right, right, right. Nice swap. Because now you, even if you, if something happened and you get knocked out, you got to move on Steely. Tea time, everybody agrees. Psycho Boost. See how much a Dragon Tail Chunks is now dead. Yep. Wow. Deoxys can store some boost though, huh? I didn't know they had that much energy. I lost track. And there's nothing left on Gligar anyway. Shield and counter down. Wow. And this is why you're at 28.49 and I'm at, I don't know this season, but I finished last season. It was my highest ever. I got to 22.50. And then I didn't play the last 2 days, but this Deoxys is badly debuffed, so my Medicham doesn't carry. Yeah, exactly. Wow. That's a heck of a... I put the spaces in the wrong spots, like it, whatever, but it still... As soon as I saw the match end, I just put a space. So that's a 5-0. Second set. They're both about 19 minutes, so we're 18 minutes in, and there's 18 minutes left. Dude, you cannot get away from these Deoxys leads. At least you know how to play it. Well, Psychic Boost really doesn't do much. Nice timing again. You got great timing, man. When the opponents fire, I don't sneak in any move. I know they fire at 7. There's no fooling you. If we're going to get all these Deoxyses, let's at least get a break. I have to sneeze. Oh, I couldn't mute it at time. I'm sorry. That's horrible. I tried to. I can't get to the mute button fast enough. Sorry for scaring anybody. It's a natural thing. I couldn't help it. Do you know if you get into an accident and you're sneezing in a car, it's an act of God? I work for an insurance company. There was a witness that somebody was sneezing a bunch of times and couldn't stop. And they weren't at fault. I'm just saying. Weird things you pick up in life, but I'm sorry for the sneeze. I love how it's nice to see Medi in action. I thought they were going to be everywhere this season, and what a weird meta we have. It's going off here. This part is quite tricky. They might be luring out my fighter, but I'm not sure if Bastiodon can handle Ferrothorn, so I came in with my Medi. Yeah. I love Ferrothorn. You saw, I don't know if you saw, but I was running Ferrothorn and having such a blast with it. I was running A9, Ferrothorn, and the flat pancake, flat Stunfisk. It was a lot of fun, actually. So Steelix gets a drill runs really quick, right? Not that quick. What are they going for? Right here, I know it's going to be super tough. I need to call baits and try to catch moves. I was going to say, this is starting to get so tricky. And again, man, if we get to do this again, Matt, we'll set up like a Discord call. Like I do have private Discord. Like we could do a Discord call or whatever. Or, I mean, this is fine too. This is fantastic. This is how we do it with everyone. My Venu is dominating. Oh, are you playing right now, Hundo? Are you playing Retro Cup or are you playing Ultra League? All right. Now what do they throw? Wow, they go Earthquake. Office Dog is barking. I mean, even counter, man. Look at what it doing but not doing. Like it chunks, but like Bastodon just like ha, laughs it off. Time has done changed me. You just farm down, right? They have one shield. Oh my gosh. That's the thing about Basti, man. Basti is you don't get a lot of multiple moves off. Oh my gosh. I almost passed out. That was dizzy. No way. No way. No way, Bastodon. No way. Shut up. This is why the thing drives me insane. No way. Shut up. Oh my gosh. Oh, this must be a weird throwback to you, man. Like you must be like, oh, weird reliving that because it was the end of the last season. Wow, that was good, man. Again, thank you so much for submitting these. You did do your best. That was beautiful, man. You can't have regrets. That's life, right? I don't say win and losses anymore. I call winning and learning, right? We learn from our losses. You don't really lose anything. You didn't have anything before, right? You didn't lose anything. If anything, we walk away with a bunch of knowledge, right? It was fun cutting your avatar out and stuff and making the little splash screen. I made another one that'll be a cover for this, for where we put it on YouTube. So we'll drop this on the YouTube tonight. Hearing I quit school, it's what I did. All right, so I don't know what this thing has. I mean, I know it has drill peck and hydro cannon. Oh, they don't even want none. This guy is top player in Malaysia. He gave me a free win. Aw. There you go. That's a beautiful community too. Speed so fast, felt like. Oh, look at all those things you have outside. You have two gyms and a stop. That's beautiful. And I had a feeling I belonged. Well, you know what? You're sitting at 28.49 too. I saw Final Boss AJ and people do that too with people like when they're like if they're running a really good team and they're almost a legend. Like Final Boss would do the same thing, man, and back out and give it to them. If it doesn't really mean anything to them, like once they hit legend or something, you know. That's a beautiful part of the community that I love. There's still a lot of bullying and still stuff going on, but I mean that's everywhere. The Pokemon community is still pretty cool, man. Driving in your car, speed so fast, felt like I was drunk. City lights laid out before us. When I see Umbreon, my guess is they have two answers to Meta. Yeah, I would say so too. I belong. I have to start thinking that way too more. Like if they have this, what could they possibly be running? It was amazing when I used to watch Rise when I first started Rise of the Occasion, you know? He'd be like, as soon as he saw a Pokemon, he'd be like, oh, they're running so-and-so with this or whatever. So Medicham is useless. I decide to catch the move and sack it. Yeah. I mean, if the future sees that you're only going to give them farm down and you're going to get in trouble, you might as well. You still get an Ice Punch off? Or do you go for the Psychic? I thought they were going to CMP on that. So now you... Oh, excuse me. Now you got to let it go. Wrap around my shoulder. What do you do, Basti? Oh, excuse me. Oh, well, no, you got... Well, Dragon against Flying. Throw your drag... No? Okay, Basti. That's what I would think, because Dragon Claw is going to do nothing, right? Even a Blast Burn on a rock isn't going to do much, right? Well, yeah. I mean, I know it's half steel, but it's mostly rock first, right? Rock steel. You see, I waited my switch timer so I can switch out faster later. Yep. Even though you didn't need to then, in case you need to, you can. That's another thing I have to get in my head of where the shot clocks are. I always had in my head that people said that it's usually on average like 3 moves. You can calculate in your head like 3 charge moves go off. The clocks are usually up. Again, throw in proper timing against Lantern. I know. I'm gonna start really paying attention. When I used to get overwhelmed in the beginning, people would be like, "On a so and so, you throw it 1, 3, and 5, or 1 and 5, and whatever and whatever." It's like, oh, okay. But in energy management, yeah, I always wondered how the greats always had so much energy at the end. That's why. So now Umbreon is in. I want to kill it so I can debuff Lantern. Let's go with the debuff, baby. Again, it used to be a guarantee. That thing was insane with Haxorus, and Break and Swipe was so deadly. I guess this was too. I just never played Steelix before. A debuff Lantern stand no chance against Basti. No, because it takes like 6 surfs or something, 4 surfs anyway, and then debuffed like no chance whatsoever. No fast move pressure with the lightning. Although I saw a lot of water guns today. Yeah, Lantern has no chance. One rock will do it, and a surf is not going to do it, especially debuffed. I remember that was a big decision when I started first playing, and I realized that some of them debuff the other person's attack. Other things boost your attack, like with Crobat, where you can use like I think Cross Poison or one of them like boosts your attack, whereas Poison Fang lowers their defense, is it, or attack? Yeah. Well played, man. Well played. Again, thank you for this. This is like extra content I get to do tonight. You must be exhausted, or maybe you just keep these hours all the time. My friend the vampire. That's one role I've always wanted to play in a movie that I never got to do. And if I go back to like doing, I probably will do a TV show again in the future. But like if I ever do a movie again, I really want to play a vampire. That would be amazing. Nobody's making vampire movies anymore. That would be very cool to do. Ha ha ha. I'm silly. Chambabu. Chambabu. I love the names. Okay. You're gonna. I'm so lucky they didn't have water gun. All right, so you shield this one, and you're staying with here because the moves come quicker, right? So you're gonna break and swipe. You let this one go? Yeah, you have to, right? Now, do they stay? I charge the EQ, then breaking swipe to get his shield. Got the attack drop. You can survive this, right? Still gonna get win switch here. They just give it to you anyway. Okay. Let's get another debuff then. Let's go. You would never do this. You'd be so panicked to do this if the other team when it was a guaranteed attack drop, and you got it anyway. You got like 7 of them today. Or, last season, whatever. Gotta let this go. There's no way you can shield. So now my Medi can win his Medi, right? Can beat this Medi. Got the debuff and ahead on energy. And even with the drop, you're guaranteed to beat them to it anyway. Now you just Ice Punch. Nice. Very nice. Yeah. I definitely would have had a few more losses than you had here because I would have been afraid to stay in. But then again, I probably wouldn't have run this team because I got beaten so bad with that was beautiful. You weren't going to get to it. Beautiful catch knowing you weren't going to get to it. And now you're only one away from the Ice Punch here. Bring in Bassi now. No, you would come in and ice punch it, right, and get rid of it quickly. I would have thrown right away. I'd be so scared that they would have swapped. I don't remember where their clock was. If you notice, I stopped tapping my medi. Okay. I waited for them to throw a fast move and I fired in between their move. Yeah. So they can't switch. That was beautiful. Yeah. I did now. Well, I didn't notice it at first, but now I understand now that you said that. Wow. You're a good friend. Very good. Basti, baby. Dude, that was tight. We got one more battle left. I don't want this to end. Again, thank you so much, man. Everybody, thank you, Matt. Um, Hopefully, I'll start catching some of your streams now. Um, Everybody, hit them up. How do you do that? Do you do a shout out? Is that how? And then I don't know how to do this. People usually do this for me. Oh, it's the same thing, right? Be sure. Oh, there you go. SO. Follow Matt. Right on. Mm-hmm. All right, last one. What happens here? Oh, we're so close to legend. Look, I still see you. I can do. All right, battle starting. TKM 10350 against our friend. Let's go. All right. We got a lick down, body slam. I think that it has a grass move also. It's been running, I think. I forget. All right, so here's the water gun lantern. Oops. But at least when you see that, you just know you have to shield lightnings, man. If you have another water, it's really nice to be able to switch to a water. And this, um, yeah, you have to switch a menu. Licky is quite tricky. I have to guess if they have a medi counter at the back or Licky is their medi counter, right? Tanky little thing. With my eye. All right. They weren't. They did not want to hold on to that, eh? They're locked in, so they had to let it go. Let their clocks. Shield. Throw to. Oh, it's a normal type, so you wouldn't throw to psychic, right? You throw to ice punch. At this point, I'm guessing Licky is their medi counter, yeah. So I shield. I think your last Pokemon is weak to Medi. Now it's so low, you gotta let it go. Come back in with Steelix, and now you got Medi. So now we get another debuff, hopefully. Doesn't matter if they shield, hopefully we get a debuff, and the counters don't do as much. But we saw the counters on Basti earlier, so we know. Swap out now, don't give them any more farm. Right now, I'm just hoping they don't have Pup or Dynamic Punch. Hopefully they're running Psychic Ice Punch. They have Pup, so they're going to get this speed wagon going by pupping the whole thing. They had Pup, I'm dead. Aw. Yeah, there's not much you could do here. Every time they pup, if you guys know already, if you're just watching for the first time, it gives you a boost. It boosts your offense. So your attack rises on pup, just like Scrafty. Who else has it? Polyrath has it, and they have a shield. Kind of in trouble because it's so boosted. They're gonna punch through, and one we won't be able to get anyway. And what do we have left on this? Not much, right? They're so boosted. GG. You. GG though, man. I mean, what were you gonna do? There was only so much you could do. Still a nice 3-2. Very respectful. Again, thank you so much for submitting. Oh, we got a Gumi. You're like me, you just quick catch it and don't check it. Wow, so we sat right at, are you kidding me? Shut up, 3,000, right at, oh, it just started over. Hold on a second. Why does it keep doing that? Wouldn't let me pop up at the end. They had it, yeah, I was really lucky to get to 3,000. That was amazing, man. I was trying to see exactly what it was because it said a different number at the end. All right, so anyway, I'm not going to do this again. It won't let me. Anyway, I'm not going to get a mess around with the technical. This thing doesn't have a very good slider. I was trying to see what the last thing was here. There we go. Expert. They need a better fast forward button. 3,000 we hit right on. Pretty wicked, man. Did you get your ELO yet for this season? Did you have your reveal? I know we're only on like, I don't know where I am. I think we're ranked like 17 or 18 or something. No, I haven't played much. Yeah. I'm 5 behind. I played every day except for, I don't know. We didn't get all of them in the other day. I'm 5 below. Wow. So thank you, man. Again, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for submitting your battles. If anybody else wants to, you could do so at thebluetoemonkey.com/pogo. We can hang out here, go over your battles. It's amazing to sit and chat and be able to ask somebody what they were thinking. Would you have played the same as me? No, I wouldn't have won as many as you did. There were a lot of the things, as I said, that's why I try to call it what I would do, like, oh, shield here, oh, wow, you didn't. I probably would have bailed out with, and regretted it, but I probably would have bailed out with Steelix before you did. When you were getting chunked down, but you played it very well. I'm probably going to go back and actually rewatch them again on my own and watch your timing, because your timing is very, very good. Oh, I wouldn't have done it different than you. I would have done it different, but I would have lost. So you won 2 of them. I wouldn't have. It was just, where were we in the back here? Not Licky. But like these Deoxys leads. Let me see. What do we have here? We had Licky. Trev I was good with. The Drapion match was amazing. Gligar, Cressy, all of them I agree with, man. Like, I was just blown away by how well you played that. And then you just had so many, like, let's watch this Deoxys thing again real quick. Like, why did you, the main thing is you need to know your reason behind the moves, like why you did it and why I did it, right? Let's just watch the beginning of this one again real quick, just to watch accounts and whatever on Deoxys. So they come in with counter, right? You can't really go anywhere because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You throw. That was 7 or 8. There was a little bit of lag there. I wasn't sure. They are at 8, right? 9. Now there I would have got scared and Probably. I see you could take the Psycho Boost. See, I would have been afraid to throw anything there, but you got the attack fall. So there, I probably would have swapped right to like Basti before I threw that. But then again, I would get weatherballed a bunch of times though, right? Because I get to them really quick. So if I look at my own animation, I know their move counts. Yeah, that's something I want to start doing more. I'm just starting to like zone in on what their move is first, and then trying to count that. And if I can't, then I know on my own, right? 2, 4, if they're on the same move timing, and then Gligar. So again, rock with flying ground. I probably would have tried to bait and went with the flamethrower. But they know they can take one move from Bassi no matter what, so there really is no baiting. I probably would have gone in with Bassi. I would have been afraid to throw the energy, uh, knowing that they could counter me down, and I probably would have wanted to keep that dragon to debuff Deoxys next time they met up. Stone Edge and Flamethrower had the same energy, right? So you might as well throw the one that's. It's like running Drillbur or yeah, right, where um, the ground and the rock are the same. So there is no baiting. You just throw the best move. They cost the same, right? Gotcha. So now you get the debuff. Then I probably would have swapped because I would have been scared. They're quicker. Like you didn't swap quick. You were trying to see if you could farm them down. There's a lot to learn in this one, man. This is a really good match. So I would just go for Stone Edge because it has more damage. Absolutely. Yeah. I didn't realize that at first when I was watching it. For some reason, I thought that Flame Charge had um, you could get like more. I thought there was like one or two more. The thing is, my Steelix Dragon Tail will do more damage than Medi's counter, so I stayed in while before I swap. Right? Yeah. That see again. That makes sense. There are the little things I have to go. Oh, I would have been afraid and swapped out quick. But that's another thing. I need to be more patient. When you act frantically, you make mistakes. Yeah. Yeah, that was beautiful. All right, so we're sitting right at 54 minutes, man. You and I will talk again. Again, I appreciate your submission. You have your own channel, man. You do your own streaming. Again, if you want to follow them, please follow. Um, we'll do that again. A shout out to Matt. I think the most important thing is about practice. Yeah, that's what it is. And that's why I said I didn't want to get really upset about losing or what my elo was. I took my elo off the screen. I don't really share it that much anymore. The only thing I do is keep track of wins and losses just so people know where I am in my sets and get an idea of what's working or whatever. But um, last season, my 2250 like snuck up on me because usually I hit ace and hover around there, drop down again, whatever. Like I'm a pretty solid ace player, right? But doing things like this, it's like taking the wheel and playing along with you, and I get to really ask questions and whatnot, which is a beautiful thing to be able to share with the community. So again, thank you. The more you see, the faster you can react. For me, I don't really care about elo. I always say elo doesn't mean anything. It's the game that matters. Amen, man. That's how I feel too. It's the game. I mean, that's life in general, right? Um, they always say life is about the journey, not the destination. It is true, right? Even a vacation, you prep for the shore, or you to go to the beach or to the mountains, or any vacation, right? The excitement is packing, talking about it, enjoying it, laughing along the way, planning, seeing what works and what doesn't work, and putting things together, right? So that's how I feel about this. Life is long. Pokemon seasons are long. You know, you want to learn, play, have a good time. The end result, if you win or lose, like today, two of the losses in our 1-4 set were so exciting. I was jumping up and down even after I lost. I went, that was fun. That's how I want life to be. When I streamed today, there was some guy with legend pose in season 12. He played really badly. Yeah, right. So there's a lot of people who don't really get the skills, and they can make it through and whatever. Um, Legend doesn't matter. It's a game that matters. So I'm like a level 45 trainer, right? I don't chase XP either. Only Stardust, right? Stardust to build and battle. That's all I care about. Building better Pokemon to PvP with. I'm not really a collector. So there's this trainer that always battles me that I became friends with. He's a level 50. He's only beaten me one time in PvP out of like 20 matches. And then I asked where he had been after a while, and he was like, "Oh, I got kicked out of the game for like cheating or something. He had some app on his phone, whatever." And he's like, "But it's not fair. I don't get to whatever, whatever." I was like, "Oh, I don't cheat at anything. There's no reason to. You're cheating yourself, not anyone else. You're cheating yourself because nothing that you have, all your little trophies, everything in your life, it's fake. It doesn't really matter, right?" So I've never been anyone to flaunt things. I don't need fancy clothes or whatever. So again, I just love to play. I love to build a community. I can't wait to get on the road and travel with you guys and just bring this around and meet everybody. I want to continue doing trainer spotlights. Whoever wants to submit, again, Pokemon um, is my life. We're going to be playing it, um, doing a documentary around it. I've also been a vegan for 15, 16 years. So it's going to be living, traveling the country, and playing Pokemon Go with a bunch of beautiful people and doing more of this. So again, thank you, Matt, for submitting. Thank you for all the follows and the love. We'll be back again tomorrow. Go get some rest, Matt. You need some sleep. I appreciate you all. Thank you again. We will cut this and drop it out on YouTube later, and then you can share it and see it and whatnot. So, peace, love, Pogo. You don't have to catch them all, but if you do, it'll probably benefit you in the long run. A lot of things you don't think you need in the future, it's right in front of you, and if you have time, pick it up. Grab a Pokemon here and there, store it for later, and it might surprise you. Ciao.